Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of season 5 of Addicted to Fireball. I'm the Professor, your DM, and this week to my left,
I'm Shave, and I'm playing Dorn Eliwick Mingle, half-elf, son of... not a half-elf, or whatever. Go.
He's a gnome, I think.
He is a gnome. Is he? Yeah. No.
Nampoodle?
I'm Jason playing Montague Bertram Ignatius, the Baron of Blackmore.
I am Will, playing Malik, the human fighter.
And Tamo playing Adachanti Tatankapi, spirit speaker of the Mamutu tribe of the Arapahi.
And I'm Alaric playing Falaya, the Tiefling Warlock.
Excellent. Episode 2 began with the party resting right inside the Vesby forest. In the morning, they traveled into the forest following the goblin tracks. When they awoke, they noticed that the forest land around them was dying at an unnatural rate. They followed the goblin tracks deeper into the forest for several hours, the thick underbrush slowing their progress, until they happened upon a giant clearing with a giant ancient tree. Two goblins appeared to be assaulting a strange yet beautiful fey creature. The group charged to the aid of the woman who vanished into the giant tree. The dead brush around them sprung to life and leapt upon them, slowing their progress toward the evil goblins. Two hobgoblins appeared in the tree, firing arrows down upon the party. The group made quick work of the goblins, knocking one of them unconscious, and the powerful magic of the party wiped out the animated woodland creatures. The hobgoblins were taken out by some aerial acrobatics, and calm was once again brought to the glade. Adachanti spoke with the Fey Spirit, who informed the group that the land around her was being desiccated by a large brown furry creature. More than likely the one you saw.
Okay.
She informed the party that he had been transported far north at his command. It seems that she has been taken over by the forces of Ayuz, or at least this large brown furry shaman creature, as she described him. She informed you where you could find some clean drinking water and summoned some healing berries for you all. Thanked you all for your aid, and you made your way to the water source. Upon arrival, you drank, the goblin awoke, and you were able to garner fairly interesting pieces of information about how the goblin knew that the woman was the target, didn't quite know why, other than the big brown furry guy wanted her, and at that point, Falaya had determined that the ring that they had found on one of the dead hobgoblins was causing the forest land around them to die, despite her not commanding the ring to do so. And the goblin was about to flee. I believe you killed it.
Yeah, we did.
It insulted the lady.
Right.
It insulted my mom.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Excuse me. The goblins aren't exactly known for their manners, and so after slaying the creature, you decided that you would travel back to your horses, or you would mount up and ride south to meet up with a known elven village within the Vesby forest. And that is where we begin. The party had slept the night and had traveled for several hours, had battled for a while, had walked for another little while, and now you're making your way back. You will make it out of the forest by nightfall. So you hadn't traveled too deep into the forest, about half a day. And so, traveling back, on your way back, you were actually assaulted by a couple of giant spiders.
Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, I forgot about that actually. You had seen some wolf corpses that had been spun up in some thick webbing, and upon investigation by Dorn, the spiders attacked, and the party was able to fend them off without too much trouble. Nonetheless, you gathered your party, you found your hatchet. Somebody threw a hatchet.
Threw a knife.
You found your
Knife.
hatchet, you went and found your knife.
Through
And
fetch.
the party then,
Sure.
once again, starts making their way out of the forest. It's going to take you a couple of more hours. Is there anything in particular anybody wants to do, say, or discuss prior to making your way out of the woods?
Well, I had collected pieces of the spider carapace to try to fashion into armor. We're traveling, but when I can, I'm going to start fashioning that armor.
Sure. I think it's assumed that in a day of walking, you guys take many small breaks, and so you'll probably get a chance to start on it at least. At least separating the pieces and getting the gunk off and whatever bits that you don't think will be functional. You'll start to kind of clean it off to prep it for armor creation. Speaking of armor, you guys do note that Malik has changed his suit of armor. He removed the splint mail from one of the hobgoblins, and he's now wearing that.
What were you wearing?
I was wearing chainmail.
Gross.
So,
Made of metal, I assume.
It was. I mean, it wasn't like vine chainmail.
no. All right. Well, then, with that, Namfoodle, John is not with us at this point, but Namfoodle is obviously following along with you guys. And I'll deal with that when I can. So I'll just play him for a little bit.
Run away!
You guys travel for a couple hours. The sun begins to set, and it once again starts to get dark within the Vesby forest. During the daytime, despite the thickness of the canopy, it lets enough illumination through. Everybody can see just fine. However, when the sun sets, it becomes near pitch blackness for anybody without any kind of dark vision. So, show of hands, who here can see in the dark? So we have a half-elf, and we have a tiefling,
And a gnome.
and a gnome can see in the dark. So there's
Everybody
half
get a
can,
buddy.
half a party cannot. You don't hold hands and make it through just fine. But, the sun nearly sets by the time you make it to the edge of the Vesby forest. Everybody roll perception checks.
Oh shit, our horses are gone.
We got it.
I got a 6 on my perception.
18.
Oh, no, sorry. 5.
Okay.
Remember, we discarded that shit rule. It's your
Off you
first
go.
roll.
19.
19, 18,
18,
out of
17.
17, Alaya?
15.
15.
15. 5.
Okay, so 15's and above,
Oh,
so
five.
4 of you guys note immediately
I hit it though.
there's a
didn't
horse
change.
standing near the edge of the forest. It appears to be smaller in stature, but not quite a pony. Does not have a saddle on it, or a bit and a bridle, or anything like that. And it appears to be like its head is like up in the foliage of a tree. So it looks like one of the horses is like eating something out of a tree.
Just one horse.
Yeah, so you're able to see the one horse from where you guys are right now. And as you get closer, 19, you're able to see first, you're the first one to notice this. There is no other horses to be seen. And there are like small piles of gear laying on the ground of the plains a few feet outside of the edge of the forest.
But not the shit on the horses.
That's curious.
What? What's curious?
He pauses for a moment, and 18, you're able to see it shortly after, but
I don't think our minstrel stole all of our horses.
Told you couldn't trust that guy. Tried to warn you.
Looks like he left our stuff here. So maybe he just wanted to become a rancher.
He didn't strike me as the rancher type.
Nor I, but to each their own.
Well, I won't wear no saddle.
What?
You won't wear no saddle.
Nor will I.
So it has no use to us. Let's go. We walk.
I'm gonna ride this horse here.
Well,
you approach the smaller horse.
Come here, little guy.
I mean, it's still a horse. You could easily, any medium-sized creature could ride it with ease. It's just a little smaller. As you approach, you note the horse is not eating anything out of the tree.
it's
It
hanging.
appears to be nudging bare feet.
Oh.
You follow the feet up, and there, dangling from the boughs of an old oak tree, is Philippe Stellar.
Yes!
He's dead.
Fuck you, Bard!
A couple
Wow.
arrows
Oh.
plunged into his chest,
We literally killed this guy.
Good.
Well, I didn't.
hanging lifeless, and the horse nudging his feet.
Damn.
Why would they kill him, take the horses, but leave?
So is he like-
What's the gear on the ground?
All of the bits, bridles, and
Why would they
sacks of feed.
Why would they leave all that?
Feed.
They're probably using the horses as food,
Foot sacks.
Or perhaps
They have
just
an
wanted
army
to
to feed.
free the animal.
Yeah, for mistake.
Something it eats.
or they just wanted to free the like they were slaves.
Possibly. I've heard stories of the elves. Could this be their work?
Yeah, that's plausible.
Well, why don't you go see?
Knowledge history to know if
Do elves?
elves would eat horses.
What do you mean freedom, possibly?
Oh, or that. What do I know about elves? 12.
12? Yeah, elves, there are some tribes of wood elves that would, upon a horse's death, not let it go to waste. But it's not common for elven folk in general to kill horses for meat. They are typically sustained by the forest land around them in harmony with it.
It's like eating horses.
Basically what he said, yeah.
Well,
It's not common that they eat horse, but in a pinch it'll do.
Why would they eat the horses?
They're probably delicious.
it probably wasn't the elves. It was probably more the Ayus guys, if anyone.
Well, they're gone. Does it matter?
It might.
Ugh.
If there are enemies,
gonna
we might want to know if they're
Search
still
the ground,
around.
the surrounding area, if I can see which direction they headed off in, or any
Sure.
other tracks.
Okay.
That would probably be like a investigation.
You got
Yeah,
an
give it to
18
me.
plus.
18.
18?
Yeah.
Okay.
With an 18, you're able to tell that several light but medium-sized humanoids walked through this area, and that your guys' 6 horses basically scattered, traveled in many directions.
Weird.
And then the footprints approach the tree. You see a drag mark. And then the footprints disappear into the forest.
That's not normal.
So maybe the bard had taken all the gear off for some reason, and then these guys approached and scared off the horses, and they killed him. That's what it looks like to me.
Does he still have his coat?
Yeah.
It has some arrow
It's ruined.
bolts.
Is it?
It's got a couple of arrows sticking through it.
This might be a message.
I mean, if you want the color, but I'm not gonna do
We'll go up and see if I can learn anything from him.
Oh, that's
I
right.
climbed the
Your
tree.
shirt got ripped
Alright.
in the battle with the spiders.
Roll one.
Didn't you fix it?
it. No, I can only clean.
Not a
I don't
one.
have that.
Alright, cool.
And
You're able to
I
climb the tree.
Can you do something about
He has been
Okay.
strung up by some
Would you?
fine silk rope.
I don't see why
How
not.
long does it look like he's
Five
been
silver.
It's
dead?
only a 15-foot length, though.
Okay.
that? Paid by
Still,
someone.
fancy.
Vehicle.
Yeah, fancy rope.
Do I notice anything about the arrows? Is there anything interesting about them?
Give me an intelligence check. And
One
for knowing types
persuasion.
of weaponry, if you have any proficiencies or skills that you think would be appropriate.
So add
Was it a one on
proficiency if I'm
performance?
proficient in arrows. Is that what you're saying?
I got
No.
one in performance.
A skill.
No.
Okay.
That is the answer.
Alright, yeah. They look like well-crafted arrows.
Okay.
Is all you can tell. They're definitely not cheap, shoddy, crappy arrows like the hobgoblins were using as an example.
Like elves would make.
I doubt this is the work of those we pursued before.
Somebody, a new foe then, has entered the fray?
Either that or he had enemies. It may not have anything to do with us.
Dude wasn't very likable. I could see him having enemies. Probably followed us.
Parts
Waited
in
till we
general
went
is
away
like-
because they didn't want to hurt us.
Did you see anything from the tracks?
Killed him.
Small creatures.
Small?
Nothing. You gotta tell. Do I recognize the kind of tracks? Like what kind of creatures left them?
Roughly the height of a person.
I mean, are they goblin tracks?
No, I said
They're
medium-sized creature.
Goblins are small.
Humanoid in
Okay.
shape, but light.
Okay.
So slender but tall.
Probably
Like-
elves. Maybe half.
Kind of look
Ugh,
like,
this is
kind of
taking
look like
forever.
elf tracks.
Hold on.
Are they?
I get an 18 on my survival to try to figure out what the heck I'm looking at.
Holy
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, I mean it's
You have a neg one.
it is a light, medium-sized
creature.
humanoid. There's nothing that there's no way to tell. It looks
I
like
mean-
boots. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? So a person, a medium-sized creature of some
So no
kind,
toes or anything.
wearing
Like
boots.
Okay.
Possibly just a
Boots.
bunch of girls.
Boot tracks.
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Humanoid boot track. Can't really tell much from them, except for they're not very deep. So they're small creatures.
The hobgoblins
light
and the
creatures.
goblins we fought, were any of them wearing shoes?
Some of the goblins were. Some of the goblins only wore one boot. Hobgoblins did not wear any boots.
Okay.
Do you owe anything for his death?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Then it matters not to me.
Well, looks like we're going the rest of the way on foot.
Unless you want to chase the horses.
Can you? How long does it look like he's been dead?
What is that, a medicine
Find
check?
out.
Could be a medicine check.
Oh.
Well, are you up in the tree?
Alright, I got a 4 on my medicine check.
From the ground.
Here's, you know.
How about a 6?
Hold on,
Son.
let him answer my question. I got a 4 on my medicine check.
Yeah.
What do I think?
Well, you saw him yesterday.
Yes?
So
Probably
sometime
not.
between yesterday and now, he died.
Okay, hold on. I got a 22 on my deception. No, sorry, 21 on my deception.
All right.
Look, you can tell from the arrows that he died like between 4.5 and 6 hours ago. Whoever this was, they are gone.
Seems legit.
It's impossible for me to hit.
What'd I roll?
Not enough.
19. Damn it.
They buy it.
Yeah, they're long gone by now. It's been between 4.5 and 6 hours. You can tell by the arrows.
I got a 10 on my medicine check.
Okay.
He's dead.
Less than a day.
Alright.
You can definitely tell.
What
you've
did you
been
get?
dead
You
less
got a
than day.
6.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm not climbing up there. Is he on the ground or is he still strung up in the tree?
He doesn't know.
Okay, I'm not gonna bother.
Do we need any
He's just
rope?
dead now.
I have plenty of rope.
I could use string. Does he have string on him? Are you in the tree?
Why don't you tell me? I cut the rope.
All right. The body comes crashing through.
Oh, gross! Jump back.
A few, like 15 feet of, forest-lined brush. As he crashes through, his body ricochets a couple of times and hits the floor with a solid thump.
I'll coil it.
I try to hold back a snicker.
Okay.
Does he have anything useful on him?
You gotta roll for that.
Is that a deception
Roll a
check?
1.
No, you don't.
Roll a 1. You erupt in that.
Constitution.
What's he? Does he have anything interesting?
He's got a satchel.
We
It's,
might-
all, it's covered in blood and now dirt.
Yeah. That's why I'm asking the party.
Oh, yeah.
Is his harp still
I
there?
go over.
You don't see it like right here. You start poking around and you're able to find it near the saddlebags that were for the horse that he was riding.
I
His
use.
harp is laying on the ground over there.
I use.
Just bent.
I searched through his belongings.
Yeah, I use prestidigitation on the satchel to like clean it up a bit. That way, it's not like super nasty, and
Right
I
on.
look through it.
Okay. Yeah, Dorn waves his hands and says a couple of arcane words, and all of the blood and ichor and dirt kind of wipe themselves clean off of the satchel. You guys begin pouring through it, and you're able to find a manual with some folk songs in it. The words and the melodies to some songs. Looks like, he'd been writing some new songs himself, and specifically for the harp, but also with lyrics. So he has given me a 3d10. Add that up, and that's how many gold pieces he had on him.
Shit! We should kill people more often.
Kill all the people indirectly.
Specifically all the bards.
All the cards are loaded.
They are.
514.
14 gold on him.
Oh yeah, kill the bards.
Roll that again for silver.
Oh yeah,
And again
kill
for copper.
fucking bards.
Oh, lots more silver. Wait, hold on. Let me write these down.
I got. Was it a 14? I got it.
14 on gold, and then 18 on silver, and then 14 on copper.
Right on.
And I'm the one that finds these.
I'm sorry?
And I'm the one that finds these.
You guys, I think, are together. I'm doing this right.
Yeah, right there.
Sure.
I'm kind of looking over your shoulder as you're going through this.
Yeah. All right. That's fine.
You find a change of clothes. Those were the clothes that he was wearing yesterday. They're very fine-looking, ostentatious, very loud, colorful clothes.
No color.
Those have not been damaged or anything. A 5.5 foot tall human male that weighs 130 pounds could fit into them very easily, and look pretty fancy. Speaking of fancy, on him he still has a couple of rings. Not sure how much they're worth unless you take the time to appraise them, but one ring on each hand. You immediately recognize one of them as a signet ring.
Oh,
So,
can I have that?
He won't need
Pull
it
off the ring.
anymore.
And I go to hand it to you, and when I open my hand, it's gone.
ooh, sleight of hand.
Good luck.
Against perception?
It's
Yeah.
not gone.
Yeah.
So I got a 14.
You got a +6 for sleight of hand.
It's right there.
Plus 5.
9 + 5 is 14.
Did you get the perception?
No, I missed it.
No, you missed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he totally does a magic trick and it's gone.
Wow. Like I haven't seen that one before. But seriously, could I have that ring, please?
Yeah, I give it to you.
Yeah. So you hand off the
I grew
ring.
up rich. I had plenty of.
Some writing
Jesters.
utensils are in the satchel as well. So if anybody wants one vial of ink, an ink pen or a quill, whichever you want it to be is fine, and 1 day's rations.
Did you also write down the other ring, the non-signet ring?
I haven't yet. I
Okay.
figured you grabbed it.
No, I just handed him the signet ring specifically because royalty dude wanted
So
the royalty ring.
You loot the spoony bard.
While they're doing that, I guess I. look
Meanwhile, the
around
horse
for
is
anything
just kind of
interesting.
standing there staring at the dead body. It seems to not know what to do without its master.
Oh,
That's too bad.
I try and console him. It's okay, little guy.
Give me charisma. Any kind of animal handling skill you may have.
Oh, pretty good at this.
Yeah, 11.
Okay, it doesn't hate you.
Oh wait, charisma. That's 12.
Animal handling is wisdom.
Oh, is it wisdom?
Yeah,
Sorry, that's
but-
what I meant.
Charisma is 12. Animal handling would be 11.
Okay. In either case, I mean, you're able to, the horse doesn't, get upset with you. It just kind of hangs out there. You pet it, it lets you.
Hey,
I can fix
buddy.
It's a fairly docile creature.
Does it still have the saddle on it?
No, it does not.
Put the saddle on it?
Okay.
With the tack, various other tack on it?
Sure. Would you say your
Why
character
not?
is used to harnessing up the horse?
Probably not.
Sure.
Would somebody do that for you?
Yeah.
I guess
I don't know.
Nigel
Maybe you
would.
put 4.
Nigel would
I'm not saying it's impossible.
do that
If
for
you've
me.
never done that before, though, it's like, I think this strap kind of goes through here, and you
Oh.
can figure it out. You're not an idiot, but, might fall out of the saddle at some point if you don't do a really good job.
That's fair.
Roll it.
Give me animal handling.
Animal handling?
Yep.
12.
Yeah, you've totally watched Nigel do this enough. You get it.
Horse broke.
No, you're a great rogue. So, you guys have a horse all saddled up,
I
and
mount the horse. See
Right
where
on.
we going?
the noble is on his mount.
I guess.
That's
Let's
the middle of
head
the
south
night, isn't it?
to the elves, I guess, on
Okay.
foot.
I have
It
something on
is
down on my
at
card.
the
I think I
middle
have
of
the,
night.
the maps down there too.
Oh,
Show you guys a
shit.
map of the Vesby Forest.
Nothing we haven't seen before.
If your plan is to
Chinatown.
ride around
Walk.
the outskirts of walk,
Forest.
move around the outskirts of the Vesby Forest, all the way to the southern tip of it from where you are now,
From where the
it's going to be 200 miles.
Ugh.
Perhaps we should just get a boat and take it north.
I thought we were going to
North,
the
we were
elves.
going south to the elves.
We were going
You
to
discuss. I'll be right back.
You-
until we had no horses.
But it would be much faster to go to the elves than it would be to go to the northern part of the Vesby Forest.
Not by boat.
It would be faster to get horses and go south than it would be to go by boat to the north.
Where's my key?
That may be.
How much shit do you do?
Who can buy a horse?
All the shit.
How much is a horse? Every day.
2 goats?
I like you.
How much is a goat?
About one horse.
2 chickens.
They're about the same as a sheep.
Okay. Alright. How much is a sheep?
I once got a sheep
For 4 chickens.
for one intricately carved knife.
Okay. Alright. We can work with that. How much is an intricately carved knife?
One other time, I traded a knife like that, and
Oh, this is not funny. I need my keys.
oh
You
shit! You
can't find-
stuck.
Are they in your pants pocket?
Where are my keys?
Are they right there?
You're hiding shit out. That's what's up.
Another bottle to the back of the head.
I'm still sure those are my keys.
No, your keys are right there.
What else can you trade?
Let's
these?
discuss our options, guys.
How long does it take you to make one of these knives?
How long did it take us to get here from the town? Was it a day?
God, yeah, it took like all day.
About a day.
It was awful.
So
Oh no, half a day. I think we left about noon. We got here about sundown.
Yeah, that's about right.
So-
So we could run it in another day or two.
Probably would take a full day to get back to
Hey, man.
town.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
It's nighttime now.
Yep.
Let's have a foot. Namfoodle, what would you like to do?
I think we should go.
Go
We have
where?
to get there as quickly as possible to the elves.
My dad's right. We should go.
So we can probably take about 3 to 4 days travel. How long does it take to
It'd
travel?
take a couple of days.
Like a couple
It would
of
take a
days.
full day just to get back to town. Twice that to get to the elves. It'd
Yeah.
be much faster to go.
They didn't want to part with horses the first time. I doubt they're going to give us more.
They probably won't. Unless we want to buy them. But
So we should rest and
Do you have
start
one?
early in the morning.
Yes,
not on me. No.
that is my vote.
Always travel late.
Rest here, start early in the morning towards the elves.
Well, it's obvious this is not a safe
Yeah, I
place.
don't think we should stay here with a corpse.
We already stayed here one night.
Smart.
He was a little weak ass biatch.
Yeah.
We could handle ourselves.
Okay, so they've been gone for like between
Now
4.5 and 6
this is
hours.
technology.
That doesn't mean they're not going to come back.
So
You,
Will
you
they
all
come
recall
back,
that
I don't know. I'm not them.
I don't think they will.
you all recall that Philippe Seller did say that there was a settlement to the north an hour.
An hour north?
Oh,
Oh, right.
they have an inn. We should go there.
Oh, maybe we can get horses there.
Yes.
Or perhaps something stronger than a horse.
Oh,
I
Like
mean,
2 horses.
yeah.
we do have all this gold that we got from him, and
Carriage?
maybe that could
Look up
secure us a
overland
horse.
movement. Tell me how far we walk in a day.
Gold has no worth.
To you, it may
Yeah,
not,
first
but
one's
for the
3
vast
miles.
majority of people, it does.
So you walk for
I like gold.
8 hours.
Shiny.
That's 24 miles.
People like it.
8 hours of walking
You
is
can
about
trade it
25
for
miles.
goods and services.
If you
Always
walk
has
at a
value.
good
But it's
clip,
24.
non-stop.
But the book says
Not to you, maybe.
Book says what?
But
book
I mean,
says
that's
somewhere.
you
Oh,
can
fantasy walking.
offer
Very
other
different
things.
than real walking.
20 is
Oh,
probably
God,
It's a
Carnival.
more narrow
Yeah.
market for your goods, whereas gold is widely accepted everywhere.
Not everywhere. Not in my land.
Nearly everywhere, gold is widely accepted. In your land,
Everywhere around
yes,
here.
a
24
pouch
miles
made
in a
out of
day.
a sheep's
Unless it's fast
scrotum would
pace, and then it's 30 miles.
be quite
The only
useful to
effect is
Be
a
a
somebody.
minus
small
5
pouch.
penalty
Yeah,
to
small
passive
pouch.
wisdom perception.
What about a bull,
Right on.
bull scrotum?
Make a fine cap.
So you figure you could travel an average of 24 hours in one day if you're walking.
24 miles.
24 hours a day?
Oh
My God!
When do we sleep?
Ever, you're awesome.
You're a harsh taskmaster.
24 miles in one day is your average walking day. You can make checks to go further than that if you go like a faster pace. So getting back to Crockport is obviously half a day. Going north to the settlement that was mentioned. You don't know exactly where it is, but follow the tree line, might hit it. Take you an hour. Alternatively, you can just camp here or begin traveling south. Figure it'd take you some days to get to this settlement that you were informed of.
What's the closest bus line?
You're not aware of what a bus even is.
Did we cross any roads on our travel here from town?
No.
Okay.
I think it's worth the hour's risk to possibly cut days off of travel.
Like providing or procuring some kind of transportation?
Yeah.
Or it's on our way north already, and perhaps they have the intel we need.
We are not going north, we're going south.
for intel. If we can get the intel going north is where our enemies are.
Seems better.
You were the one that talked to the tree lady, and
Yes.
and you were the one who advised us to go south. Now you're changing your opinion on what we should do.
She advised us of where we could find the information we seek. But if we happen across the information we need before then, there's no need to go south.
So basically, we all agree this is win-win. We're just
Let's go to
disagreeing
town.
on why to do it. So let's go.
Let's head north along the tree line for an hour.
I turned to my dad and saying, Gnomish, these guys bicker a lot.
Yeah, get used to that.
Let's head north along the tree line about an hour, and then we'll travel away and see if we can bypass this town or a road or something along the way.
That makes a lot of sense.
John says Golden North Diablo can scout for the city. We should do that.
Wait, what did he say?
Golden
Exactly that.
North Diablo can scout for the city. Let's do that.
Okay, go
Diab-
north. Diavo can scout the city. I speak John.
Guys, we don't even need them
You
anymore.
speak autocorrect.
Send the devil!
Alright, yeah, no, Namfoodle says,
Diablo, he'll find the city for us.
and the raven takes off in a northerly direction.
Okay, let's start walking that direction.
Man.
Okay. You begin traveling north. The sun has set, so it's pretty dark. But go ahead and somebody give me percentile. If you are above 80%, it is overcast.
Fuck.
Nope.
63.
Okay, it's a fairly clear sky. The moonlight and the starlight provides ample illumination for even those without any dark vision to see at least the tree line and the area that you're walking in, like directly in front of you. So,
Dank vision.
yeah. So, you all move north. After, I don't know, about
An hour.
not even an hour, Diablo returns to the party and lands near Namfoodle. They talk bird to each other for a moment, and Namfoodle turns to the group and says,
Diablo found a small settlement. It's not a lot of people. There might not be any horses there if that's what you're after. But we know where it is.
What a cart that this horse can pull.
We're not taking a
I don't know,
cart
but
to
we
the
can check.
forest.
Yeah, let's go. We'll have a place to sleep that's safer than the woods.
I'm for that.
And then,
Unless they are the ones that attacked the bar.
Then we'll
in which
kill
case,
them.
we'll burn the place to the ground. It'll be fine.
Yeah, we can kill him. Even.
I
Settlement.
cast Firebolt a couple times off into the distance.
Oh
that a first level spell?
my
It's a cantrip.
okay.
Calm yourself.
just-
You're now speaking in
Whoa.
the darkness.
He just starts launching balls
Yeah.
of fire off
Roll.
into the darkness.
Okay, is this like grassy
Just
land?
to set the
Namfoodle.
forest on fire.
Darn.
Sorry, Dad.
We don't know what's out there.
Nothing.
You
That's
just set
the
the forest
problem.
on
fire.
It's
You don't know
boring.
Does he start the grassland on
Don't know
fire?
that.
Yes.
No, you do not start the grassland on fire. The spell does not do that.
I think it does.
I think he does.
Unless you read the spell and it says, this thing starts stuff on fire. But we can talk about that, so.
Alright,
Alright, so.
let's continue heading there.
Tusham is the name of the city. You will
What?
find that out in a
City?
moment. Yeah, city, village, hamlet, residency. You,
A
keep-
flammable object hit by the spell ignites if
Boom.
it isn't being worn or carried.
The exact wording is
Ooh.
Firebolt. Light shit on fire.
Sweet.
Got him.
So yeah, if I actually like hit a patch of dry grass, I could potentially start a
A
fire.
Alright,
wildfire
roll
across the plains.
10% or less and the plains are on fire.
Cool.
Wow. Must be a dry season.
92.
92. Not starting the plains on fire.
But you did shoot the moon.
It'd take a while to get there.
You begin to see small spots of torchlight off in the distance. At first, Dorn's heart skips a
Oh,
beat.
thank God.
Did I just set the plane? No, I did not set the planes on fire. Okay. It's fine. And you see them, small motes of light, a couple hundred yards off in the distance.
Damn, a mote?
As you get closer, you see that there is a small village. It has been built of small wooden huts, mostly thatched roofs. It doesn't look to be very old or very, I guess, like fancifully put together. Nothing is really nice or well constructed. It seems habitable, and like it's been here for maybe a couple of years tops.
Okay.
So you see some sconces on poles have been positioned around the encampment, and you do see tents and a little bit of agricultural land near the city. A small garden of corn and another small area with some potatoes and stuff like that. But looks like this small village is sustaining itself off of some agriculture of the local area, and it's right abutted up against the Vesby Forest as well. You see a small sign that says Settlement at Tusham, Tusham. So Tusham appears to be a small settlement, maybe a couple hundred people.
It's huge.
It's pretty big.
We approach. Is there a clear front gate or
No,
road or path to the?
The sconces don't quite make a ring, but you can tell they kind of form a bit of a odd shaped border.
But there's not a clear.
But there's not
route
this
where
is a
people
wall and
would
this is
go.
the path that leads into the city. It's just there's a bunch of huts.
Okay.
So you guys make your way into that region.
Before entering the city, I'll pull my hood up, and then you'll see my tail wrap up underneath.
Suck right up in your butthole.
No,
Your front
it doesn't
butt?
do that.
Does it go in your front
Should.
butt?
It could.
It can't actually.
There is one
Is there a
thatched
guard
building that
at
appears
all?
to be a little bit larger than the rest, and you see that stand out pretty much right away. It's also one of the only buildings that has a window cut, a couple of windows cut into the side of it, so you see light coming out of the interior of the building. The other huts have light coming out from underneath of draped doors. So.
Is there any standing guard anywhere?
You don't see a standing guard, but you do see a couple of people maneuvering between some of the torchlight. When you guys get to within in sight of the torchlight, a couple of those wandering guards stop. They say a cry in common. Hold there! Who goes?
It is I,
Uh,
Montague.
Two guards step forward into the light. One of them has a crossbow, looks like a heavy crossbow, and the other has a halberd. And they step forward with each other. Says, "I'm sorry, who?"
'Tis I, Montague Bertram Ignatius, the Baron of Blackmore.
They kind of look at each other, shrug, look back out. "You're unknown to us. What brings you to this region, and at so late an hour?"
Our minstrel was murdered.
We were attacked.
Our horses were stolen, and we're just looking for a place to stay for the night. He said there was a village here. We found it.
"Yes. You see Hendrik Blaine." He points towards the large building. "Heroes Rest Inn," he calls it.
Wonderful. Thank you for your trouble.
Yep, they kind of eye you guys a little bit as you...
We all look normal. It's fine.
Yeah, totally normal. Yeah, they don't give you guys any trouble. You're able to walk into the small village. They do keep an eye on you, obviously, as you walk in. They whisper to each other a little bit as you
I nod
pass
at the
them.
one with the halberd.
Not back. They're
Good.
kind enough. They don't have any reason to distrust you guys, and despite the fact some of you look freakish and you all, for the most part, have weapons visible.
I got 17 on my perception to try to pick up what they were whispering about.
Okay, 17. Yeah, be able to hear. What the fuck is up with that short one with the bones? Or not short one, but the young one with the bones.
He's shortish.
That's fine.
The other guy's like, I don't know, looks like out of one of those children's stories to scare kids into listening.
May the spirits treat you kindly.
You too.
No magic in town.
And so you make your way to.
I kind of shrug.
You make your way to a larger thatched building that actually has a small signpost out front that does say the Heroes Rest Inn.
Oh, it's here. I found it. Yes.
This one doesn't have a tarp for a door. It actually does have
Door?
wooden log doors.
A door for a door?
It's a door. It's a real door.
For a door?
For door for door?
A door for a door.
For door?
It
Log
kind of looks
door.
like a log cabin in a way, just standing
Like
wooden
the
logs.
door looks like a log cabin?
Yep. It's the coolest door you've ever seen. Screw you guys.
Shit.
So you, I assume everybody enters the establishment, or is anybody gonna not go in?
I'm going.
Go in.
Okay.
Go in.
You guys, you see probably 18 people in here, sitting around tables, drinking, eating. It's really stuffy in here. There's not a lot of ventilation, and there's a fire going. It's a small
In
fireplace.
a wooden structure, they have an open fire.
Sorry?
In a wooden structure, they have an open
Yep,
fire.
it's actually a fire pit. It's in the center of the whole thing. It's a big pit, and you see that there's like this tripod with a grate on it that they could drag over and cook over the fire pit. That's just kind of pushed off to the side. You do see like a cauldron sitting next to that as well. It's still steaming a bit, like perhaps they've already cooked something this evening. And there's a tarped off area in the back that kind of separates it. You can tell this section isn't as big as the building was from the outside, so there's got to be some kind of back room. And all humans that you see inside the Heroes Rest Inn.
I think we're all human.
The crowd dies down as you guys enter.
Wow, we killed them all.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a couple of empty tables.
Impressive.
What do you do with your horse?
Just ride it right in.
It won't fit through the door.
It's a small pony though.
I thought it was a
Not
cabin
a
for a
pony.
door.
Is there a hitching post outside or something?
No. Signpost?
Is there a stable out back?
No.
Is there anyone around at all?
I mean, those guards are.
Have I seen? Did we see any
Malik's right
animals on our way in?
Yeah, you saw a dog. Curled
Any
up outside the inn.
farm animals?
Tied to the
Not from
dog.
this side, no.
Where can I put this horse?
You just yell into the inn.
No, at the
The guards that
Oh, okay.
they walk
the
past.
The guards.
I thought you were yelling into the inn too.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Hey, you! No.
Innkeeper!
No, I haven't been properly announced at the end yet.
Oh, I will probably. Thank
you.
More to preparing again.
Tie to the post or right to the building. We won't go nowhere. It'll be fine.
Okay.
Tie it.
I do that.
Tie it.
Cool.
Roll it.
I know the rules. So a little bit of tension is enough to keep the horse
I
there.
only screwed up.
So you all enter, and the crowd dies down as you guys enter the Heroes Rest Inn. You get some very strange looks from some of the people inside here. And shortly after you guys have entered, one of the two guards that you were with enter as well and sit down at a table with some of the guys, and you see him order an ale, start drinking.
On the job.
Go kill him.
I go find the
20
Marquee
lashes at the
Tavern or
post.
whatever.
Yeah, there's a small area. It's like a longer wooden table. It's not quite like a bar. A longer wooden table, and behind them are some shorter tables with some drinking implements on them. And you approach.
I'll approach with them.
Human male, late 60s, very, very gruff-looking beard, like kind of patchy, curly a little bit on one side and kind of droopy on the other. He's not like super well kept. He's balding in the middle, and on the sides is kind of frayed. But he's about 5'2", 200 pounds, so he's really fucking wide. And he's got a big old pot belly on him. And yeah, he's standing there chit-chatting with the guy as you walk up. And, evening to you, stranger.
Good evening, sir. We're a set of weary travelers. We've
I'm not weird.
had our horses scattered and bard murdered, and we're here in town looking for some nourishment and a place to sleep. And I was hoping greatly that you could aid us.
You've come to the right place. It's the only place around this part that you'll find a good cot, a decent meal, and some fine drink. I'm sorry to hear about your horses. They're a rare commodity in these parts. I can only imagine how painful that loss must be, but hopefully these will help you guys feel better. And he puts a couple of mugs of ale. They have ale, and then more ale, and that's what they have.
Nice.
Do they have? You don't have any food?
I inquire.
No, about other beverages.
I inquire about other beverages.
Says,
How'd you come up
this ale's a little colder.
Take the gold one.
Your finest glass of that, please.
So he hooks you guys each up with a mug of ale, and he says, we can get you each a cot in the back here. Cost you $1 each for the drink and And some of the stew that we whipped up earlier, that'll be 5 copper. Each.
I flick one of the gold on from the minstrel onto the bar.
Okay.
Like, that should cover it for the evening.
He scoops it up, he bites it. Bends a little. Alright. Bing!
Does
Catches
he
it.
not know you don't eat the gold?
Some people have different customs. It's okay.
You people
He
make no
pockets the
sense.
gold and gives you guys each a bowl and a shoddy wooden spoon. He says, help yourself to the stew, and he motions over towards the cauldron.
Oh,
Says, and feel free to crash on a cot whenever you're feeling sleepy.
I will indiscreetly lean over to the Baron. I have some wine, if you'd rather have that.
Oh, thank God.
yes, please. I dump my mug on the floor.
Wow,
It is a dirt
Wow.
floor, so it creates a small, murky puddle.
that's gross. What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with me?
So, were there like tables and stuff in here? No, maybe
Are there what?
tables and stuff in here.
Yeah, I said there was a couple of empty tables.
Okay.
I'll talk to the innkeeper or barkeep.
Okay. You learned the name's Hendrik Blaine.
Hendrik.
This here's my hero's rest inn.
Fine establishment.
Finest in town.
You mentioned horses were a rare commodity.
That they are.
I suppose that means that there'd be nobody in town where we could acquire a couple? Do you think?
One sturdy workhorse used for plowing the fields. Don't think that'll be going anywhere anytime soon.
This whole village is one workhorse.
Yeah.
Why are they so rare?
What
There
about,
are grasslands right out here.
what about donkeys or mules?
Well, the elves see to it that we don't keep too many horses roaming about these parts.
Wesley, I told you.
Do the elves have all of the horses?
They have their own fair share, that's for certain.
Like a lot?
We've got a couple of trade deals with them. They supply us with food. Any of the horses we capture roaming free, we tend to send their way.
What would I roll? The horse that we do have,
Dice.
out of character.
Yeah.
The horse that we do have, I want to know if it could pull a cart big enough to carry us.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you guys happen to have a cart here in town large enough for our companions to travel? We have a ways to go. It would take quite a while on foot, trying to speed up our travels.
Yeah, I'm sure somebody around town here. Oh, you know what? I know just
3 or
the
4.
thing. Yeah, you're gonna talk to Mildred out there on the south edge of town. She used to be farming, but her old bones can't keep up no more. She's got a cart that she used to use for hauling wood, crops. Probably isn't using that too much no more. Might be able to get it off of her.
And perhaps those
Self-
old bones as well. The first I've heard of the such in these lands.
His bushy eyebrow kind of raises
Hey.
up.
Animal
You're a
bones, okay.
strange lot, ain't
Human
ya?
bones, no.
So I can't use my knife.
Hey, don't be talking like that around here.
Like
Old
what?
Mildred, she's well received.
Or
A lot of people have
Well.
received.
I don't think I see this man's tongue.
Don't be talking like that.
You said it, sir.
I mean,
people like
well
her.
liked. All right.
Right.
She done taken care of a lot of the fighting men around here.
Would she,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is all way over. He doesn't get it.
would she take care of us?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
All of us?
real good.
How much would that cost?
I don't know. You'll have to talk to her. I mean, depends on how much it takes to feed you.
Take me to her.
You find her yourself at the edge of town. Might be a bit late past her hours, though.
You think she'll mind?
Probably.
I'll go see her in the morning.
I probably will too. It's been a while since I've been awful beautiful. Muttering that into my modem.
Right on. He doesn't notice. Too much hair in his ears.
You guys have a. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. All right. Well, thank you for the information.
Yeah, where are you all headed to? Need a horse and a wagon.
Well, actually, we're a bit undecided. We're kind of still debating that. It's either south or north.
Possibly west.
You said you trade with Wood Elves?
Occasionally.
They expected here anytime soon?
Yeah, I mean, there ain't no set time or nothing.
Is there a fast way to get to them?
Any direct road?
Nah, we got a carrier pigeon out there that we send back and forth.
Oh, we've got a raven.
Yeah.
We call him the devil.
Yep. The devil raven.
As I said, it's not actually a raven, but a spirit.
We got a spirit raven.
The devil.
Keep your voice low about that around here. Superstitious folk.
Yeah.
As they should be.
Well, spirits. And
Hey,
I'm not.
Hey, let's not cause trouble.
I do not cause trouble. I praise them for their caution, for the spirits are strong.
we're surrounded by
You ever here play
trouble.
poker?
Huh?
Poker? Cards?
Cards.
Yeah. A little gambling?
Yeah. I'm sure some of the boys out there flip some cards every now and then.
Does anyone play dragon chess? It's a more refined game.
Huh?
Thought not.
Got bones? You want to throw bones?
That is
Indeed.
That is a different thing than my friend here.
He's
Yeah, some of the
Apparently
boys
crafting a
throw
bone
some
to
bones
throw.
every now and then.
you pull out your hatchet, pull your bolt hatchet. Where are we throwing it?
I lean in close. How does one throw bones?
With your arms, silly.
Right. Of course.
Malik is served. He knows that soldiers often pass time by playing a game called Dragon Bones. It's like dice, basically.
Yeah.
So you're totally familiar with what this guy's talking about. These two are very confused,
I laugh at them.
as you should.
Just cast
It's a game.
bone.
It's a game. Calm down.
How do you cast bones?
Also with your arms.
The table where you're kind of directed towards people that play cards. Are they
Yeah.
currently playing cards, or are they just sitting around currently?
They're, sure, we'll say they're playing cards right now.
Okay.
You're gonna fleece the shit out of them, aren't you?
Well, if they're already playing cards, it means that they already have them out, and I can't use my marked deck, so no, I'm not going over there.
Oh, right on.
Not interested.
No, just
Yep.
Probably play later.
You guys got your own cards. You see.
too good.
Where are your elders?
Elders,
Here we go.
you want the captain of the militia?
Those that lead your people.
I'd be the captain of the militia.
Yes.
It's coming.
Alright.
He speaks for your tribe.
Yeah. It's Captain Tushan.
That town is named after him?
him?
Yeah, he's the one that keeps everything in line here.
He is the most important elder. When you have a town named after you, you are very, very well to do.
Is that right? Well,
Have you created?
he's the
a
captain of
town
the
in
militia.
Blackmore called
He's the
Montague?
one that took over
No,
this area,
it's called
wrested it
Blackwater.
from the forces of Bayous, and now we call it home.
So he has fought these that work for Ayus.
Yeah, we all have. One time or another.
So have we.
Recently.
Recently. How recently?
Earlier
Yesterday.
today. This morning.
Well, you must have traveled far fast.
We broke fast and
No,
then
they
broke
were-
skulls. And then
No.
came here.
We were attacked by the Ayus outside of. Callum?
There was
No.
It's a different world.
The name of the town we
it
were
was the town of Crockport.
Crockport.
Greyhawk.
But the ones we fought today
Then
were
today-
at the Tree of the Dryad.
Yes, no. We were attacked yesterday, just out Crockport, and then
Attacked
today.
by force of Vayus outside Crockport?
Yes.
I think not.
Like
It was a small
four,
expeditionary
four
force.
goblins, hobgoblin.
They were trying to kidnap his dead mom.
Raise your hood.
I don't raise the hood, but raise my eyes.
Okay.
Kind of.
He is knocked off balance just by gazing under the hood.
You got a problem, friend?
No problem.
All right.
No problem.
We're not looking for.
But I would know
trouble.
much of these creatures. I've been fighting on the border for the past year. And they were encountered outside of Crockport.
And what leads you to believe they are of Vayus?
The sigils that they carried,
Insignias.
not to
paperwork.
mention evidence of a potential mission.
Do you
You
still
should see
have?
the captain.
We
Do you
followed.
still have your
Inform him of this.
paper?
He
Clint?
Paper?
will be interested.
I think Nampoodle had it, didn't he?
He's dead now.
I will send word to you. Have him brought here.
That would be useful.
Then he will speak to you, elder to elder.
I think that would be best.
Let me know if the spirits may guide you in any way.
Sure. Yeah.
All right.
How can they?
Hendrik Blaine waddles away from you momentarily
I,
over to one of the tables
sit-
where the guys are playing cards. Speaks to one of them. He scoops up the cards, pockets them. He gets up and he leaves. And Hendrik waddles back over to the bar. You'll find yourself sitting around a table eating some stew. You have your
Is it good stew?
ales. It's okay. It'll
Is there
sustain.
meat?
It's some meat, a little light on the meat, mostly potatoes and vegetables.
What kind of meat does it seem
Pork.
like?
Horse.
Huh?
What kind of meat does it seem like?
Probably beef.
It's horse meat.
There's no farm
Dun dun dun.
It's travelers.
Silent, stupid people.
It's people who ask too many questions.
animal.
Long pig.
Tall pork.
So,
Be gone, foul demon!
You're early.
So are you?
Yam,
I'm gonna.
Nampoodle just pops up. Like,
Yeah,
out of
you
Where
said
nowhere.
they're playing
7.
cards after I.
time out.
Okay.
We're gonna give John a quick recap. Thank you for joining us,
Do we
John.
wanna-
We should do a
Do a
quick
break.
recap and do
Yep.
the pause and restart.
Absolutely. So, let me know when you're ready.